everybody, it's Ryan. Now, if any of you can guess where we're at today, and that's right, guy in the back, today we are in my attic, and it looks pretty nasty. We got some wasp nests and stuff up in the top here. When we moved into this house, it was completely uninsulated, and we've redone the entire downstairs except for one wall now, maybe. And the upstairs is uninsulated, but what we're going to be doing is we are going to be putting down insulation in the attic up here. And this has been a pretty good storage space, but the house really needs to be insulated, and I don't have quite the money to go through and insulate everything right now. So what we're going to do is, what we already did was we went and got rolls of insulation. I can't remember what they are right now, but they're down there on the porch, and we went and bought 30 rolls of insulation. I believe they're 27 foot. And we're going to come up here, and we're going to be putting down rolls of insulation. Now, the insulation has to be unfaced so that the moisture from the house can go out through the roof. And we're just going to lay it down right down on the floor. And part of the attic has a floor, and about a little under half doesn't. But it's quite a mess. There's a lot of bugs and stuff up here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm cleaning everything up so that we can come through and lay it all down without much of a hassle. There's a lot of old stuff up here. Right here we've got the old windows for the house. And yes, they look super old. These probably went to the upstairs before they got the previous windows in them. So this, I didn't even know that the windows had gotten changed out. So I assume that the windows that we have put in already are the third windows to be installed in the house. So we've got a bunch of other random stuff up here. We've got a box full of wasps nests. It says Potosi Brewing Company, Potosi, Wisconsin. So a little bit of piece of history right there. And over in the corner, now I might be wrong, but let me get a little bit closer. This looks like a washboard to me that they used back in the old days to wash their clothes. It's just a screen on pieces of wood that could, if it wasn't a washboard, it could be used as one. Other than that, just a lot of random junk, really, that was here before we even moved in. Got a bed frame and other building materials. I've already taken out some of the drywall that we used. We've got some old doors up here from the house that we took out. Got them up in the corner. Got some insulation that was used in the walls downstairs. And we've got ceiling fan stuff and the liking. So just the other day I went through and put up a piece of insulation over the window. And if I look up at the roof, this is a flat roof. And it has a rubber mat over it. I'm not sure what else is under there. What else is under the rubber mat. But this roof does not leak, really. You might be able to see some spots over there where it looks like it's been leaking in the past, but the entire time I've been living here, we haven't had any problems with the roof. And if you saw some of our previous videos of the roof, you'll know that the roof itself is in pretty bad shape, and that needs to be replaced within basically as soon as possible too. But it'll come when it comes. It'll come when it comes. It's not really a pressing issue as long as it's not leaking to me. So hopefully, if we put some insulation down on the floor up here, it'll warm up the upstairs a little bit and prevent some of that heat from escaping out the sides. So let's get back to cleaning. There's going to be some really teed off wasps next spring. Alright, so I'm done cleaning the attic out for the night. We're going to work on it tomorrow, but I got the four-wheeler outside this porch door here, and next to me I have the 30 rolls of insulation that are going up in the attic tomorrow. And it is R30, unfaced, 27.5 feet. And it can't be faced because if it's faced, the moisture can't be allowed to escape. And, you know, it's December 21st tomorrow, the first day of winter, and I'm wearing a sweatshirt outside. So goes to say on how the weather's doing for us this year. I gotta load some of the stuff from the attic up in the trailer and haul it down to the end of the driveway. I'm hoping that when the garbage man comes in the morning, he can take away some of the stuff. They won't take home construction materials like drywall and stuff like that, but I'm hoping that some of the ceiling fan boxes they'll take, because these are boxes for ceiling fans that are nowhere in this house and that I've never seen in here, so hopefully they take them. I mean, they're just boxes after all, but I'm not going to take down too much, just going to take down a small trailer load or two, so let's get moving them in there. Look at all those wasp nests. I'm not even sure exactly what this was doing up in the attic. I think that's enough for now. It's the next day. Now I'm starting to clean up what's all the little fine dust and stuff. Not exactly sure what we're going to do with the doors yet. We might just lay them down and lay the insulation over top, or we'll take them all downstairs. I'm not exactly sure what yet, but we'll see once I get some more of this fine stuff cleaned up.
Oh, these work the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Work it out as far as you can.
Should be able to walk on that door. Famous last words. I said should be able to.
Alright, so now we're done, and I'm standing here on my porch, and something we found is this old antique incubator. And I find this interesting because it's just plain old. It says Wisconsin Incubator Company on it, of Racine, Wisconsin. That's what the plaque says. If you open it up, it's got old egg trays. You can't see them now, but if I pull this out, it's just an old incubator. I guess this is how they did it back in the old days. And I'm not too knowledgeable on how this antique stuff works, but it looks like it has a place for a blower in here or something. And just to heat the eggs up so that they're good temperature until they hatch. And I just found that interesting because it's old. And it might be worth something these days, so I'm going to poke around and see if it's worth anything or how much it is worth, because something this old and in this condition, it's actually in pretty good condition, might be worth something. Now, that old scrub board, or at least what I thought was a scrub board, is actually a bed. We found the bed frame for it and everything. It's a really old bed, and metal wiring that was in it feels like springs, and that's why I thought it was a washboard, but I guess it's an old bed, and I guess that might be worth something too. So they're both up for sale if you're looking for these. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out all our other videos. Be sure to visit our new How Farms Work store if you haven't seen that already, with all of our new selection of clothes. You can find that at howfarmswork.com and go to the proper links. And that should be about it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.